So you're thinking about moving to Mount Dora, Florida? Well, hold on there, sister. It's not all sunshine and flowers. Well, no, it kind of is all sunshine and flowers. However, there are some things that I think you should think of or know of, or we should share with you before you make that move. Especially if you're coming from the Midwest or up north. So many of our customers are moving from that area now. So there are some things that I think are going to come out as culture shock. It's definitely different here in the South. But there are certain things I want to point out just so you know right up front. And I'm going to start telling you about those things right now. It is like Sahara Desert hot here. I mean, you get in the car, your glasses fog up. You come out of the car, your glasses fog up. It's all about the fog. Hey, I'm recording.
Sorry.
Well, actually, I'm glad you're here. Come on in.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me to grab a mic or anything?
Get a mic right there.
Okay.
Tyler just got here. He's been out showing property all day in the blazing heat. And was it hot here?
It was very hot. I am ready to be inside, and I'm glad I am.
Let me introduce you to Tyler. Tyler handles all of our buyers' showings and is a big member of the Mount Dora group team. Anyway, so I was just talking about the weather. When it's hot, it's hot. The cool thing about where we are in Central Florida is we're very, very far inland. So the cool thing about that is that we get a lot of humidity, but luckily enough, we get this cross breeze too, because where Mount Dora is, we're situated on a big, big lake. And those breezes come across and it makes it tolerable. But it's hot, it is humid. We do see some seasonal changes sometimes in the winter. When it's cold, it's cold. You have to cover up your plants. You have to do that kind of stuff. What else can you say about the weather, Tyler?
I gotta say, like today, it's been really hot outside. I was outside. It reached 103 today. The humidity makes it very moist, so it's a very moist hot. It's weird.
Your hair like goes.
Yeah, that's why I have mine short. Makes it so much easier. These long flowing locks are just too much to manage.
I don't think that would be very attractive on me, though. Anyway, so weather is an issue, but you learn to live with it. I'm a 5th-generation Floridian. I've been living with it a long time. But anyway, so besides the weather, another topic that we have to bring out that a lot of people just are not used to if you're moving from California or from some other areas are bugs. We got bugs. We got all kinds of bugs. We have palmetto bugs, and they're like giant roaches, and they fly. And they fly.
They will fly right at you.
Yeah, they will. They will. But that's part of living in Florida. We have love bugs, and those are those little bugs that are
they're little black bugs.
Like a genetic mutation, or I don't know what the heck they are.
They were created in a lab. They were supposed to help.
That's true.
It is. I think it is. But
I don't think it's true.
They were supposed to help with the mosquito population, which we'll talk about mosquitoes in a second.
Which kind of mosquitoes? Because we don't really have one mosquito. We have a lot of different kinds of mosquitoes.
Oh yeah. But the love bugs, they're usually seasonal. You'll see them in a certain time of year. I got to remember when exactly, but they're just nasty. They won't bite or anything. They're just little bugs.
Love bugs, they're black, and they're connected by their tails, and they stick all over your cars. And anyway, and then we have blind mosquitoes. And if you live near the lake, we have these things called no-see-ums. If you walk in the sand, you can get bit by these little things. You walk in the grass, there's chiggers. I mean, there's just all kinds of
mother mosquitoes, giant mosquitoes like this big around. They don't bite or anything. They just kind of annoy you.
Some people, they'll bite and they itch really bad, and then other people, they won't bite at all. And I don't know. Some people say it has to do with your blood type. I don't know what the story is, but Florida equals mosquitoes. It just is it's just Florida life, regardless of where you are in Florida.
We do have a truck that comes around and sprays for the mosquitoes.
Right. In Lake County, the big fog truck.
Yeah, once or twice a month they'll come out and spray, and it helps.
Is it safe?
It is safe. It smells weird. It's a very weird smell.
I don't smell it. I run.
No, it's a very weird smell. It is safe. What it does is it sits in the standing water and it kills off the eggs of the mosquito.
Yeah, because if you've got standing water, you'll see these little squiggly things. But enough about bugs. Okay, let's move on to another great thing.
Snakes? My favorite.
Yeah, okay, so Lake County, which is where the county that Mount Dora is in, has 1,400 lakes, and with lakes come water moccasins and water snakes and
All types of snakes.
rat snakes and corn snakes and indigo snakes and
Black racers,
and so there's a lot of snakes that won't hurt you, and there are a few snakes that could be unpleasant if you got bitten by them.
Fun fact, something I learned when I worked on boat tours before becoming a realtor, there are the 7 world's most venomous snakes are located here in Central Florida in the canals.
That should help sell houses. Tyler, thank you for sharing that.
They won't bother you, though. They're mostly connected to right along the wooded area, heavily wooded areas. So when you're
don't climb along the banks.
Don't climb along the banks. That's a simple thing.
Yeah, Tyler grew up here in Mount Dora, and when right out of high school, he became a tour guide through the Dora Canal, which is like
beautiful,
the oldest inland waterway. But anyway, it's a cool thing, and that's a whole nother video we'll do about that. But yeah, there's snakes and lizards and iguanas and boa constrictors.
All sorts of things, but maybe we should move on from snakes.
Let's talk about property taxes. Property taxes in Lake County are average. They're not way too high. They're not way too low. It's just regular old property taxes. A lot of people come from South Florida and they go, oh my gosh, it's so cheap. Some people come from other areas of the country and go, oh goodness, they seem high. So I think it's all relative as to where you're coming from. I've been living in Mount Dora for 30 years. I have not found them offensive or in any way put me in a bad position. Our sales tax is 7%. And the good news is that we have no state income tax. I know a lot of states, like my husband is from Alabama. They have a state income tax. We don't have that in Florida. So that works out really, really well. Do you have any issue with the taxes?
No, just did my house just this year. It was right at 2,000. It wasn't anything crazy and bad.
Tyler has a typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, normal size yard.
Yep.
Cool, mid-century modern.
Love
It's a really great house. So then I think that moves us on to utilities. There are, depending on the area you move to in Mount Dora, there are, if you're right downtown, City of Mount Dora handles all of that stuff. If you're in some of the outlying neighborhoods, Pinecrest area, Sylvan Shores, things like that, certain utilities are handled by a company called Seco. There's Tico Gas, there's Waste, there's all of these things. But we have partnered with a company called Utility Connect, and that link is down below. You can click on that, and they'll help you through that myriad of how to connect and what to do and all that kind of stuff. It's one phone call, and they handle everything. There are several cable companies. There's Bright House, depending on your area. There's Infinity, Comcast, or Comcast is Infinity.
Comcast is Xfinity. There's Xfinity.
Not Infinity.
And there's also DuraLink or something like that.
Okay, so I mean, there's options and things like that, but the easiest thing to do is just use the Utility Connect link that's down below.
Spectrum.
Spectrum. We usually reserve that for our customers, and if you're not using us, well, sorry, you should be. We make it easy for you. We get the deal done every time. So this is kind of a hint to, if you're going to call somebody, call us first and let us do what we do best. We've been doing it for over 30 years. I mean, we get calls every day from all over the country, and our team likes nothing better than to help make your transition to Florida, specifically to Mount Dora, a smooth one. Beyond that, we move to traffic. Yeah. Okay, Tyler, I don't leave Mount Dora that much. I kind of stay in this, what's called the Golden Triangle area. Tyler goes to Orlando a lot. He goes to Disney. He goes to Universal. He enjoys all those things. How is it getting there? How long does it take you?
From Mount Dora, it usually takes me, depending on traffic, 45 minutes to an hour. Usually traffic is pretty decent unless it's during the afternoon rush for lunch or right at time to leave. So right around 5 o'clock, the come home from everybody. So that's when it gets a little heavy, but it's not terrible. Like when I went up to California with my brother and I was driving around there, I hated it. It was absolutely, I was like white knuckling Steering wheel.
I think that the 429 expressway has been completed at this point. So getting from Mount Dora down into any part of Orlando, whether it's Winter Park,
Super
Maitland,
easy.
I mean, and nothing flat, you're down there.
Yeah.
And you just fly by. We have the e-pass, so you don't have to stop and pay money. You just put a little doohickey on your car and you drive through and it does it.
And they also have the stickers now, which make it so much easier.
So easy. You can get those at Publix or any of the convenience stores. So that makes it super easy. Most people say from Mount Dora to the front gate of Disney is 42 minutes. So, I mean, that's doable. There's also, you know, they still do the Florida resident pass and stuff like that. So
you
that's
get a
cool.
discount as a Florida resident, which is phenomenal. As soon as annual pass comes back, I'm getting it renewed. I'm so excited. I have a little girl who loves it.
In Mount Dora, though, there is a little bit of a traffic issue, and this is a negative. When there are festivals or there are big events downtown, you know, there's the lighting of the Christmas, there's the Christmas walk, there's the craft festival, there's the art festival, there's the blueberry festival, the chili cook-off, the bicycle festival, the boat show, all of these things. Mount Dora is known for its festivals, and it's great to live here and be able to do all that. It sucks if you're trying to navigate through downtown during any of those types of things. So that is a little bit of a problem. I just recommend making friends with someone who lives right downtown or buy a house right downtown, and then it doesn't become an issue for you. But I mean, that's a little sketchy there. But the 429, as far as going to Orlando or to other metropolitan areas, that does make it very easy to live in Mount Dora and head that way. That works out really, really well. In Mount Dora proper, just know that during festivals or special events, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. So that takes us to the big question. I don't know if you've been asked it, but I've been asked it by many, many customers. What about hurricanes?
Ooh, all the time I get asked it. And honestly, it's not that bad.
No, I mean, you were born in the year Andrew hit in South Florida. That's why we moved here about a year after that. So Andrew was a giant Category 5 catastrophic hurricane. And it was a bigger issue for me as far as being worried about it when I lived down in Miami. But here in Mount Dora, you're literally in the center of the state. So you get some high winds, you get some heavy rains and things like that. So that can be a bit of a drag. And in the summer, in the afternoons from about 3 or 4 o'clock, you can plan on a big heavy rainstorm, but the beauty of that is it helps with the humidity.
Yep. I will say more recent, the Katrina, when it came through, when it hit us, it wasn't that bad. I walked outside when you weren't paying attention.
Okay, well, that's great.
It was fun. A lot of wind, a lot of rain. That's really all it was.
I've done such a great job raising him. Anyway, that brings us to the South. People in the South are different than the people in the Midwest. They're different than the people up north. They're going to talk to you. They're going to talk to you, and they're going to say hello, and they're going to know your brother's cousins, uncle, mother. Everybody's going to know somebody. It's all going to be connected somehow, some way. People are friendly. People want to know you. People want to say hi. So if you're from those heavy-duty metropolitan areas and you're moving to the small town of Mount Dora, get ready. You're going to have to talk to people. It's just going to happen. But it's a good thing. Not a negative, just wanted you to be aware. But beyond that, if you are thinking of moving here, we are the team to call, the Mount Dora Group, brokered by eXp Realty. I've been at it for 30 years. I've got a team of people that have sold houses from trailers to mansions. If you're moving here next week or you're moving here next year, we are here to help you. You can schedule a Zoom call with us right below. There'll be a link for you to do that. Please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be posting content on a regular basis. We want you to know all about boating, fishing, living, sleeping, working, playing, everything we do here in Mount Dora. It's a wonderful place to be, a wonderful place to raise your family or grow old or do whatever you'd like to do. But again, we are here to help you, and we hope that you will call us and trust us like so many of our past customers have. Thanks for watching. See you soon.